Welcome everyone, TheDailyWoo here. I'm showing you the secret spot right there, wedged between those bars on those windows in this alleyway. I have placed 6 TheDailyWoo stickers. If you're in the area of where I'm about to tell you to be, I'm actually going to tell you the crossroads. Can't speak. It's kind of cold out here, as you see. I have my hoodie on, and I also have my zipped up a little bit, my Dragon Sound t-shirt and my hoodie and my sunglasses because the sun is out. It's early morning, not really too early. I guess it's actually starting to become close towards the afternoon by this point, or noonish. In fact, I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm in Cleveland, and Cleveland does rock. Not the Cleveland you are thinking of. I'm talking about Cleveland, Tennessee. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's TheDailyWoo, coming to you from Cleveland, Tennessee. Did you know there's more than one Cleveland? In fact, almost every city that you can think of, there's actually more than one name of that particular city. Do you live in a town or a city that people know another city for, like a bigger area? Like maybe in Atlanta? Is there another Atlanta? Is there another Chattanooga? There is another Cleveland. Is there another Miami? Yes, there are a bunch of different names, but we're not talking about names. We're talking about the Halloween season. It's upon us. Today is Thursday. Halloween, I believe, is in 8 days until All Hallows Eve. And I'm going to bring you a creepy story that happened in 1871 right here in Cleveland. And it has to do with this church building. Did I already do the intro? It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's the daily creepy, haunted story. Don't forget about the stickers. They're down in that alley, and they're actually right there along the windowsill. I think it's about the 4th window down on the left. You'll see them teetering in between the bars. Rewind it back to the beginning of the blog, and you will actually see where the stickers are hitting. Okay, let's cross the street here. Once again, jaywalking. Think about small towns. Most small towns do not mind the fact that you're jaywalking. They have a non-jaywalking clause when it comes to, not a Santa Claus, but a non-jaywalking clause when it comes to crossing the roads. Big cities, they will bust you and nail you immediately. Police are always on the lookout for jaywalkers, but not in small towns where they have awesome structures like this church building, St. Luke's Episcopal Church, built in 1867 by a very well-to-do family. Donated the money to build this church building with these awesome wrought iron gates and these hedges. But only 4 years after the church building was actually erected, the family was stricken down with a tragedy. And the tragedy is the urban legend story that I am about to tell you. And it's actually part of this story is on the backside of this church. Pretty awesome handiwork and awesome design. It's hard to even imagine back to 1871, living in the era we live in. We only kind of focus in on basically what happens in our lives and around the generation that we actually reside in. But there is a lot of history. Once someone has passed on, sometimes their story supersedes them and it becomes legendary. And what I'm talking about is the legendary story of this. Delayed for Halloween inflection. Did you get that? Actually, it should be scary. This mausoleum, I can't even talk, mausoleum right here. The entrance, the wrought iron gate, and this awesomely majestic mausoleum houses a 7-year-old girl by the name of Nina Cragmiles. Sounds like a great Hollywood horror film, doesn't it? Nina Cragmiles. Nina Cragmiles. The 7-year-old girl resides right there inside of that mausoleum in a crypt, if you will. Her father built the sanctuary here. 4 years later, the little girl was in a cart. And I believe she was with someone else. I cannot remember. Maybe you could help me out with the name of the other person that was in the cart. A horse carriage. They were riding along, and they actually were hit by a train. Before I started filming the vlog, I could actually hear a train a couple blocks over, so I'm wondering if that was actually the point of impact. The little girl was killed immediately. Her father and her mother were completely devastated, and since her father had money building this church here, very well-to-do family, definitely well off when it came to money, he built her an entire mausoleum the size of most people's homes. And she's actually buried right inside them. Now let's take a look up closer at the mausoleum. Let's go inside here. Check this out. Now the story on its own is actually pretty fantastic and a little crazy. The fact that roaming the streets in 1871, just picture that. Little girl on a horse carriage, train running them down, a tragic turn of events. The mausoleum right here, which is impressive and awesome, but the mausoleum has a creepy story all of its own. Forget everything I've told you, because the creepiness is now about to begin. Are you ready? Can you handle it, sir, ma'am? Children, cover your eyes, cover your ears, or hit pause, or fast forward, or continue to watch, because this mausoleum bleeds blood red. Check this out. That, some people assume, urban legend has it, that after the child was buried here in 1871, the mausoleum itself started to ooze blood. We're talking back in 1871 when this was built. That blood red has constantly been pouring out of the pores, if you will, ironically, of the actual concrete and the brick right here at the mausoleum. You can see a little bit of it there. You can see a little bit of it there. That is not spray paint. That is some sort of a weird tint that protrudes out of the mausoleum right here in front. There are other areas of it as well. You can see a little bit up here. The mausoleum itself, the horrible story, has a very, a very bizarre and peculiar twist. The bleeding mausoleum crypt. And actually, look, the door is open. We can actually get a peek inside at the grave of the 7-year-old child's crypt. Look at this. Very hard to get my phone in there, but you can see it. Look at that. It's actually echoey. Can you see it? Story has it that the crypt itself, the grave itself, which is a really awesome structure that the child is buried in, also bleeds red. Rewind it back, see if you can see it. See if you can also, hopefully this shows up in the video. But look at that. The town folk, when it first happened, came out here, tried to scrub it off. Sometimes it would be removed. They would show up a week or two later, and the blood red tint would be back. Now, not everybody believes this stuff. I myself am also always a critic when it comes to hauntings and horrible things, but sometimes these eyes do not deceive you. These eyes do not deceive you, sir. There is blood protruding off the top, non-nether regions of this. That is incredible with the backdrop of the church. Look how creepy this looks. Ooh, creepy, creepy. This is a haunting Halloween, daunting, haunting Halloween tale that not only ends with the child, because the entire family was stricken down with bad luck and horrible progress that happened after the child. The father actually slipped on some ice and ended up dying a few years later, and the mother was actually stricken down and hit by a vehicle later on in life. So the whole family died in tragic ways. And from what I've heard, help me out with this, the whole family's actually buried in there, not just the child. And also, another urban legend is that every time another member of the family's body was buried inside there, more and more blood shaped tint out of the top, and the sides started to protrude. It's very horrible and very scary. I need to leave. Whoa! What? Huh? That's signaling the end of the vlog. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to get out of here. It's time to go. It's time to get out of here. Go find the stickers. Hashtag me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Links can be found down below. What do you think of this creepy story? Hey, it's only 8 days till Halloween. I had to give you a good vlog from Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm heading actually to Pigeon Forge. Should be in Pigeon Forge tonight, so if you're in that area, got some plans on the weekend, but I'll be in Pigeon Forge probably for at least a week to 10 days through Halloween. So if you're in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, get a hold of me on social networks. Go find those stickers in that alley. Oh wait, the crossroads. I gotta give you the crossroads. Let me give you the crossroads of where we are, where this church is. And it's actually on the front part of the church is where that alley was. Just rewind the vlog, follow my steps. This is unedited, so it's not that difficult to figure out where I hide things at the beginning of the vlog. The corner of Ocoee Street, Ocoee Street, and 4th. So 4th Street and Ocoee Street. 4th Street and Ocoee Street. Just walk down the front of the church, around the side, into that first alley. I think they're the 4th or 5th window back. I placed 6 stickers. Just take 2. That gives 3 sets of people the opportunity to get some stickers. Make sure you contact me on social networks to let me know you got the stickers. See you guys later. Hope you find the stickers. And I hope you find some sort of solace in the fact that the story I just told you happened over 140 years ago. So you have nothing to worry about a haunted child walking the grounds and making your home bleed blood red. Or do you? Or do you?